Hey guys, how's it going? Toby here, and welcome back to Locked Up Lamela. This is episode 10, and if you have missed any of the previous episodes, feel free to drop back to my channel and have a little watch. But thank you so much for the support on episode 9, which was about a week ago. Sorry it hasn't been earlier this uploaded. It has been a crazy week with Team of the Year coming out. It's been absolutely mad, but seriously, thank you so much for the support. 275 likes on the previous episode, which is amazing. I'm so grateful for the reception that these episodes get. It's amazing. But as you can see, we've got 3 new players: Balotelli, Konatori and Mika Richards. They are in the team for one reason, and that is because they tried to get Lamela out of jail on their own back. They tried to free him and tried to escape, but the warden and the security guards caught them, and this is our first game. Those 3 are now in the inmates team because they got caught and they are in jail now. But a nice bit of passing play over to Sandro, and he puts it into the back of the net in the 12th minute, which is a big shame. But we pass the ball over to the big lad Balotelli, and he does a lovely stop and turn and then smacks it into the back of the net in the 40th minute to equalise. But Lamela does something very, very stupid. Gets the ball taken off him, and an aggressive challenge makes the ref pull out a straight red card, and we will have to see what the warden does to Lamela after the game, because he is absolutely furious with Lamela, really angry, and we shall have to see after the end of the game. But Jakob passes it out to Balotelli, and he is just weaving past his opponent and smacks it into the back of the net to equalise in the 58th minute, which is very, very nice. Really pleased with that indeed. Another ball onto Matt Jarvis from Jakob, and Matt Jarvis using his pace to just power down the side of the pitch. A nice ball roll to step overs, and then smacks it into the back of the net to give us the lead in the 80th minute. And then Konatori gets another goal in the dying minutes of the game to make it 4-2. Which means we have now got 783 coins. And if you see that coin boost in the right there, and you may be thinking, hey Toby, what are you doing? Why are you trying to cheat and make this series last less time than it should? It's not me, it's Lamela. What he is doing is he is selling steroids to other people in the jail. It can be players, it can be anyone. But if you see some attribute cards floating around in future episodes, it is all Lamela's fault. He is selling them as steroids, and that is what happens. But if he gets caught by the warden, bad things may happen. Now, as you remember, Lamela did actually get a red card in that game, and what happened was the warden decided to put Lamela in solitary confinement. This is what's happened. He is in there for another game, so he is not allowed to play the next game. He is in solitary confinement, and now we are playing games with our fundraising team. If you don't remember what the fundraising team is, there is a couple of episodes back where we are using a nice team, but you'll get the gist of it. It's just a random team that we're using to help Lamela out and try and get him out of jail with this team. So we are running, and the ball just falls to Raphael, so beats his feet, and he smacks it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the 18th minute or so. And then Delisandro with a beautiful little dribble into the box in the 19th minute to make it 2-0, so we are doing very well here. But Balotelli is just ruining our defence, and he passes over to Guerrero. I don't know how that went in. I really do not know how that went in the 34th minute, but absolutely crazy. We pass it over to Vaglov, pass it over to Raphael Sobis, and it is a little cheeky ball over to Carlos Eduardo, who bats it in the back of the net in the 44th minute. And then he just goes on a little run here. A little bit lucky, to be fair. I thought I had that covered, and that is ridiculous. Handanovic, what were you doing? How did you not keep that out? Unbelievable, but he does then get a corner, and Thomas Marlon does bury it in the 81st minute, which is incredibly unfortunate. But we go up the other end, we get a corner, and Dede puts his head on it to put us back in the lead, which is brilliant. But unfortunately, he does go on a little run with Remy, and I just cannot do anything against it. I don't know why I couldn't defend that. Really did struggle, but in the 89th minute, he does make it 4-4, and that is how it ends. 771 coins to ourselves, and Lamela is still selling those steroids, so we've got a little bit of a boost. And again, we come up against a BPL side. Seriously, in this series, I swear, it is all I come up against. Throughout the entire series, I think the majority of the games have been BPL sides, but he doesn't have full chemistry, which is quite nice. Vaglov going on a run, burning through his defence, and then powering it into the back of the net in the early minutes of the game, which is always really nice. But unfortunately, I thought I had this covered, and how that goes in. Seriously, I thought Handanovic was my favourite keeper, but this episode he has been dreadful. We get another goal with Dede there, and then he gets another goal up the other end with, again, Vermaelen. Seriously, Vermaelen is destroying me in the air. It is unbelievable. But we do get very lucky. Passes it back to his keeper, falls to Rafael Sobeys, and he batters it in the back of the net in the 45th minute, just before halftime, which is great. It is now 3-2, but Daniel Sturridge weaving and smacks it into the back of the net to equalise in the 60th minute. Again, we are drawing. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know why I could defend against these guys. I was doing so well, and then I kept messing it up. But we are running with Vagdalov, and he is straight through. Look at this strength just to hold him off, and he just weaves past him and puts it in the back of the net to make us go into the lead finally. But unfortunately, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. The late minute cross is in the back of the net. He makes it 4-4, which is very unfortunate, but Danny Welbeck with the final goal, and it makes it 4-4, giving us 795 coins, which is very nice. We only have 10,597 left to free Lamela. Now, Lamela is obviously in solitary confinement at the moment, so you guys need to help me out and tell me what should happen to him. What should happen to Lamela whilst he's in solitary confinement? Should there be any monetary penalties at all, or should we just leave it at not playing one game? But then what should we do to the team? Should we have a game without Lamela, or should we just have another game with our fundraising team that we just played with in those 2 games? So instead of having 1 inmate game and 2 fundraising games, we have 3 fundraising games, if that makes sense. I hope it does, but let me know in the comment section below. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop a like if you did enjoy it. It really does give me a bit more motivation, and it's genuinely something I really do appreciate. But thank you so much, guys. Take care, have an amazing day, and goodbye.